don't know what I'm gonna do once the temperatures drop below freezing, because these, believe it or not, are not very warm.
My name is John McClain. I was born and raised in Sin City, Las Vegas, and I'm a competition speed shooter, multi-gunner, subtle dresser, and graceful goofball. Now, I'm starting a new adventure, learning how to hunt. Come along with me as I get help from my family and friends and learn what it means to be an outdoorsman. And I'm gonna need all the help I can get. This is Fancy Pants Shooter Outdoors.
What's up, everybody? So I made it out to the property, actually, right around the time I was gonna start filming this part. I had a big buck jump out in front of my car and then start to run alongside my car and then ran off into the property just to the south of where I am. So needless to say, I'm just trying to get set up so I can get in, get set up, and see if I can convince that guy to come walking by, because pretty impressive buck. Best one I've seen so far, even from my trail camera. So we're gonna get geared up, we're gonna go get set up, and then hopefully we're gonna get a big buck down today. But let's go. Well, as you can hear, there's a little bit of weather coming in. I was hoping it would hold off until about 9. Decisions. Well, at least I'm not the only one braving the weather. Okay, temperature-wise, it's not going to be a bad day. Considering it's going to rain all day, and this is just like not even the intro music. This is like the walk-in music to the theater before the real show starts. I don't have any rain gear with me. I don't have rain gear for my camera. And if I can't film the hunt, then I could still hunt, but defeats the purpose of having the channel. So I think while it's not super slippery, I think I'm going to tear down and pack up. The good thing is we have a very cold front coming in a couple days. Bad news is it starts while it's still supposed to be raining. Oh well. Alright, let's get backed up and go home. Just heard some rumblings of thunder. So it looks like I should be getting out of here just about as the show's about to get started. So I don't know what I'm gonna do once the temperatures drop below freezing, because these, believe it or not, are not very warm. So anywho, we got more days of hunting ahead of us. Keep our head up, and yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. Well, so I wanted the rain to stay away yesterday. It didn't. I wanted the rain to be here this morning, and it's not. Gotta love it. Either way, today, starting off warmer, and then it's going to get colder. So it's about, I think it's about 62 now that I'm out here, and then by noon, it's supposed to be like 48. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully we just get some movement, but We got a south wind today, so I'm in a new position. Gonna finish getting ready, hike in, find a tree, get up it, and see what happens. Okay, we got it, got set up. I'm about, I don't know, maybe 80 to 100 yards south of that doe bedding area, which means I'm about 150 yards from the scrape line. Like I said, the wind gave me good cover to get in, and then it's supposed to stay fairly windy, and the temperature's going to drop. So let's just see if any big bugs decide to come wandering through. You already look doughy. Okay, well, I was finally able to get down out of the tree. Those two does, man, they just wouldn't leave. I guess that's what you should expect when you go to their bedding area, is that they're gonna bed. But I pulled the trail cam card from the scrape that we found. There's a couple decent bucks on there. Not only that, bucks kind of come cruising through around 5-6 p.m. So I'm gonna go home, charge all the batteries, eat something other than breakfast bars and peanut butter crackers, and then we're gonna try and come back out, see if we can get one on the ground tonight. Should be fun. So this morning I did a sit, lo and surprise, or surprise, lo and behold, when you go to a doe bedding area, don't be surprised when a doe shows up and beds, or when two does show up and bed. And they bed for a while, like 2 hours. You just kind of hang out there with them. However, after this morning's sit, and I was totally planning on doing an all-day sit, except I didn't bring enough food. So I wanted to get down and go home, grab some food. Batteries were dying and stuff, so I had to recharge everything too. But I ran through, grabbed the trail camera over the scrape that we found last time we were scouting, and there were a couple big boys that came walking through. One at like 7:30 in the morning, another one around 6:30 at night. So like I said, I pretty much turned and burned at home real quick. Got some food, went to the bathroom, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm heading back out there now, and the plan is to go ahead and set up somewhere over that pathway. I'm not going to set up necessarily right over that scrape, because in the videos, they're actually not stopping there to scrape, but they are going through that area. So I just gotta, once I get out there, I'll take a look at the wind direction
and then decide where exactly I need to set up along that intersection, so I can try and be there to intercept him. So I'm feeling optimistic, knowing what I know now. Now we just need one of these big boys to come on through. One of the bucks, Kelly said we were going to name him Elliot because like one of his antlers is almost non-existent, but the other one is a 4-point. Actually, it might be a 5-point actually. Then we've got one big old boy that's a 10-pointer, and then one guy that is a very solid 8-point. And all three of them are pretty big. I mean, at least maybe 4.5. So years old, that is. So hopefully one of those guys come through. It would actually be really cool if Elliot came walking through, just because, you know, his rack is so messed up. It'd be fun to put that one up on the wall and, you know, have a fun story about it. But either way, if any of them come through, I'm sure they all grill just fine. So, feeling lucky. Let's go.
All set up. I got the scrape in front of me, but the original tree I was set up in, well, it was dead. And once I got up, it started wobbling, and I was like, no thanks. So I had to come to another tree. It's about 12 yards further from the intersection. But we'll see. On the off season, I actually practiced all the way out to 60 yards, so I feel confident about my shooting ability. So I'm just gonna range everything, just kind of get some landmarks that I know the distances of. So if I see a deer cross in front of a certain tree, I can go, okay, that tree was 25 yards, so the deer's about 23 or whatever, and go from there. Let's make it happen. Looking for Valiant, you'd be target practice. Shooting light left. So, we'll see. Maybe in 30 minutes it'll be the power hour. Let's go. But in all seriousness, I did have those 2 does from this morning come in front of me. Although I didn't realize the second one was behind the tree. So when I was filming the one that was out here in this field, I spooked the one that was behind the tree, so they took off. But luckily they didn't blow or anything like that, so I think we're still okay in this spot. But only time will tell. You know, it sucks when wild animals just don't keep the same schedule. Come back. They're out in the field right now, so I think I can get down and get out of here without blowing them out again, but we'll see. I mean, it's good to have those guys on camera, so it makes me feel like if we just, you know, hunt smart and hunt hard, I'll get one of them on the ground. But until then, let's GTFO.
Well, good late-ish morning. I typically try and wake up around 5:15. I woke up at 6 with no alarm. Like, uh-oh, I better go. So, it is cold. 29 degrees is what my car says right now. So, damn it. let's get up in the tree and let's make something happen, huh? Let's get one of these bucks on the ground.
Perfect. So I'm not blowing into the doe bedding area. And I should have a wind right in my face from where I think the bucks are coming from. Well, yeah, it got cold. It still is cold. But I haven't seen anything except squirrels. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. I could hang out and wait. See if anything comes through this intersection. Or I can head a little bit further west and see if I can get closer to where I think the bucks are bedded. I think they're bedded west in this patch of timber, just to the west side of that skinny field on the northwest corner of the property I'm allowed to hunt. So I think that's where they're bedded, but foamy, you know, or FOMO, not foamy. Those are the bill clips from my holsters. FOMO. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Well, after things slowed down, decided to pack it up and head home, but it's good to know that we are within an area that has a lot of deer signs, and as we get closer to that magical time in November called the rut, we know and can't help but feel like the deal is about to be done.